getting ready to make some ultimately and ultra delicious buckwheat pancakes. Yes, they are healthy, but it's a little bit of a treat. Of course, Danielle Strauss and Rolene Strauss are here to take us through it, and I'm hoping that the cooking process is going to disarm them enough so I can ask them some really deep and personal questions. And of course, we've invited Danielle back. Why? Because he is our bestseller yet again, The Billionaire Career #1. Come on, man. That's got to be some kind of validation. So we're cooking something I understand, Rolene, is like a go-to, your Sunday morning treat. Fine.
I love making this for Sunday brunch because it's a healthier variety. The boys, my 3 boys, love it. And if I have leftovers, I also have something for their lunch boxes the next day to school. So I'm going to start off with the bacon. Our eldest loves bacon. And then I just have some buckwheat. If you don't have buckwheat, you literally buy the buckwheat grains, and I just grain it at home.
Oh, okay,
use
grind
buckwheat.
it down. Yeah.
We have some salt. We have some salt, some baking powder.
She's the expert.
Baking soda.
The world is split into 2 halves, those that can make a flapjack and pancake and those who can't. And I've learned to accept my limitations.
At doing the toppings.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Excellent.
I like the way you big him up there. I love it. That's a supportive wife. I absolutely love that.
We have eggs, vanilla essence, and then some melted butter. And you can't really do anything wrong. The boys always help me make this, and some Greek yogurt, and then we literally just go on and mix it up.
I love that. So you mentioned the boys, and we've been talking a lot about the gender roles in the household, and unfortunately, as much as you think you can speak it into existence, it's what they see. You are 2 very powerful, strong personalities in one space together. Is this something you've consciously thought about to frame the gender role for your kids? Like, how have you wrapped your head around the brand that comes with Rolene and how the rest of the world positions her and how she's your wife and a mom? These are very contrasting roles. How have you kind of been able to contextualize that?
I think the big thing is we have very clear thoughts about what are our goals, our individual goals, but then we look at what are competing goals and which ones are complementary. And then we see how can we find a way to do our complementary goals together, and how can we find a way to work around the competing goals. And in that sense, we have to make some concessions from time to time. Because sometimes I would support her and I will be completely in the background, just doing everything to support her. And other times it's around. We're literally a team.
And it's a choice. I think that's, I'm freshly married, but loving this process of being able to work on things together with someone who is, to be quite honest, better at certain things. Even when it comes to my own thought process, I will trust her judgment more than my own in certain areas, which is amazing. Can I ask you just a hectic question right now? Because I'm looking at you and I'm thinking my relationship to Masese. I was lucky enough to host my first Masese at 19 years old. And it was life-changing because I saw what that platform does for the woman who enter it. It is the ultimate empowerment. You can look at their life before and after. That speaks volumes. The entry criteria has changed dramatically now moving forward. Would it have made a difference back in your year? Do you think that shift in mindset would have presented a different opportunity?
Definitely. I think you hit the nail on the head when you mentioned the platform that it creates to women, and now it's just a bigger platform. The fact that most of us are now so purpose-driven, we know exactly what we want to do, and Miss South Africa gives you that platform, just like sports can do, your career can do. Miss South Africa is another platform that you can use to reach your ultimate goal, but also make a difference on such a larger scale. So I'm just so grateful for the platform that I've been granted, and I'm so excited for the ones entering this year to experience that for themselves.
And you can hear the sizzling of bacon. It's a divine sound, I think. It's one of the, if you had to measure it, it's officially on the divine spectrum, the smell and the sound of sizzling bacon. I love the fact that you have this working model that you get to dip into all the time. And it's one thing to have a list and to know where each other stand yesterday and where you want to be tomorrow, but it's a lived experience of now. How connected do you have to be in the moment to this goal? So that when Rolene asks you, what are those 10 things today that you're all ready to answer critically in that space? Is this a lived experience, or this is a list of kind of a defined framework at the beginning? How do you feel? Because you seem very elastic in the moment.
Yes, so what we do is we normally have what we call an effort impact matrix. So we would look at what is the highest impact, lowest cost, lowest effort thing that I can do first.
Oh, I like that.
But if new information becomes available, we have to be open to changing that. And the main reason for us trying to be in the moment is really to calm the emotions for one reason, that is to be better at decision making.
Not reactionary. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so to be better, because the calmer your emotions, the better your ability to make an objectively rational decision.
I can imagine how angry I'd get if you tell me, listen, we need to make an objectively rational decision right now, Graham. Okay, just... No, I absolutely love that. You've just created a pile. You are clearly that person, which I absolutely love. Talk us through the rest of the process. How do we bring these beauties together?
So what I love about these pancakes is that they're not too sweet. You can make them sweet or sour, flapjacks, if you would like to call it that. So I love doing the honey and cheese version, where Daniel loves the honey and peanut butter version.
Nice.
And the kids just do everything all at once.
Yeah.
So it's like just a beautiful family gathering where everyone just does what they want and they're creative and they love it and they enjoy it. So Daniel, you are welcome to
He's going to make a little smiley face, I guarantee you. And of course, please don't forget that we are giving you an opportunity to win the billionaire career, which I think is an evolution. It's not just a level up, but it's an evolution of this thought process as it applies in the world that we live in right now. So head over to our Facebook page, check out the details, and you better motivate us why you think it's a great idea to start a business now, to be an entrepreneur now, but you better make it good, because the answers so far have been phenomenal. And I'm going to say to the two of you, thank you so much for having the strength of character to stay true to this lived experience. It's amazing to see how far you guys have come as a couple, which gives me a lot of inspiration in my own journey, but I think a lot of people right now are looking to reframe their world. And I think this paints a beautifully, very colorful picture. So well done. Well done, guys. We absolutely love you. Well done for just making a flapjack. She's done it beautifully. But Rolene, continue guiding the lives in the way that you are. We can see the difference that it's making.
Thank you.
Thank you.